All right, you can go ahead.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. We are here, and I just wanted to say welcome to each and every one of you all. I am Tracy, and I am the partner to Jessica, and with me being the CEO and founder of Inspiring the World and Ladies Let's Get Free. We are here on tonight, and it is actually called Girl, It's Your Wake Up Call. So come on in here, come on in here. And on tonight, we are going to be providing you all with inspiration, motivation, transformation in our mindset. And guess what? We all are going to get free together. So, yes, indeed, I want you to answer to the call because indeed, it's your wake up call. And Jessica is actually my partner. And we are here, and I'm going to allow Jessica to share with you all who she is, what she does, etc. And like I said, I have a movement called Ladies Let's Get Free. And with the movement, the objective is to inspire ladies to live their lives freely and on purpose, connect with other ladies, and be phenomenal together. I am also an international inspirational speaker, along with your freedom and mindset coach. Ultimately, I want each and every one of us to live our lives freely and on purpose. So, on tonight, we got some jewels for you all. So, let's get on in here. Let's wake up because indeed, it's your wake up call.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you to our two viewers that are tuning in right now. We appreciate y'all's time. I have come up with a slideshow for you guys so that we can kind of go over self care and choosing ourselves. If anyone has any questions, you feel free to comment. We'll be happy to answer any questions. I also have a poll um, that I have set up, and I will set it up in a little bit so that you guys can vote on it. Um, once, let me get my screen shared here.
So, tell me something. Where are you guys chiming in from? Where are you guys chiming in from? We are in the ATL where it's always hot and popping. And today is Wednesday. Yes, it's always hot. It's always popping in here in the ATL. So just tell me, where you guys at? Where y'all chiming in from?
Add this. I think it
Or
should
would
go.
anyone like to share how was your day on today? How was your day on today?
There we go.
All righty. Much better.
I'll go ahead and make it big.
Okay.
All right. So, our first lesson today is how to implement these things in our daily life. So, one of the most important things is love yourself. Self care is the best care. You can't water anybody if you don't water yourself. So, I'm gonna read one and then I'll let Tracy, follow along. So, to for for you to implement this in your life, you want to schedule regular self care moments weekly. Practice saying no in your safe spaces first. If you're a person that has difficulties, kind of setting the boundaries with people with your time, such as appointments or whatever, giving that person a ride, giving somebody money, go ahead and practice that before you even get there. Because if you can't extend yourself, you don't have to extend yourself. You don't have to feel bad for extending yourself to somebody else. um a lot of things that helped me was to journal what I wanted, like people, how I wanted people to treat me, what boundaries that I set for myself, like my limits, things like that. So you really are in control of your life, so you kind of want to graph how you want your life to be. A lot of the times we overextend ourselves. um we let people treat us bad, cheat on us, steal from us, family. Y'all don't like some of y'all family, but then you still there on Thanksgiving. If that person made you feel some type of way, why you pulling up? They don't like you. Every time you're around them, you're stressed. That is also a boundary. Like, let's carry on. We do not have to overextend ourselves for anybody. That's family, mama, cousin, grandma, anybody. If you
Absolutely.
need help, reach out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the
So,
next slide for you, Tracy.
what do you think? And it was so, you said to read the next slide?
Yeah, so that was kind of my explanation of that slide, and I'll just let you go through this and like kind of give your opinion on this slide.
Okay. Um, to be honest, I do not have my glasses. It's in fine print and I am nearsighted. However, I do like to elaborate on, what Jessica indicated in regards to with holidays. If you know if a family member has really just, teed you off, or shall I say, if you allowed a family member to tee you off, get you turned up to a 10 plus, why are you still pulling up? Girlfriend, why are you still pulling up to those family functions? And I'm posing a question and I'm asking out here. And Jessica, you can elaborate as well. You can share, or anyone that's chiming in. Why are we still continuing to pull up? Is it because we feel like if we don't pull up, then they're gonna think indifferent of us, or we feel like we're obligated to pull up, even though really just you ain't feeling them folks. You ain't feeling that family member, keeping it 100. So always know in self-care, like Jessica said as well, no is no. No, you don't have to go to the family reunion or the family gathering at Turkey Day because you ain't feeling none of them. And the greatest part about it is when we think in terms of self care, we got to be true to ourselves.
And
It's
I
time
set a
out.
poll down here for everybody who wants to vote on what is harder for you. That kind of is a self reflection, like kind of what I said before, like kind of knowing your accountability. What do I need to work on?
Yeah. And oftentimes, it becomes very challenging because, we live in a world where, holidays are like very special. It's, time for family, for gathering, and you're engaging and you're participating. And stop and ask yourself, are you really feeling it? Do you really want to go? Is it free will or is it out of obligation? So again, with self-care, all of that is imperative. All of it matters as to how we first look within ourselves and ask ourselves, what does our self portfolio look like? What does it look like? Jessica, what does it look like?
Hmm. My self portfolio is definitely saying no. If it interferes with my schedule with my kids, no. If my finances are behind, no. If I can't receive what I give you, it's a no.
Yeah,
Like if I can't call you for a ride, don't call me for a ride. Don't ask me for
absolutely.
money if I can't ask you for no $20. If it's not like a you better do something for me, but friends or family, whatever relationships, you should have somebody to lean on. It shouldn't add any type of additional stress to your life. So that for me is definitely what is that called? My ultimatum. Like, nah, like you said, if it ruins my peace, I don't care who you
Absolutely.
are.
Yeah. I get it. And it also says on one of your slides, I was able to enlarge it. Self care is your foundation. Self care is not selfish, it is essential. When you pour into yourself first, you show up stronger for everything and everyone else. Make self care non negotiable every single day. And I definitely totally agree with that because oftentimes, we want to put everybody before us, rather be because we're challenged with our self own image, self confidence, self esteem, and we're wanting people to always like us, love us. That's not always going to be the case, friend girls. And know that it's okay to indulge in self care. Like
Yeah.
today, when I tell you from Sunday until today, which is Tuesday, or was it Saturday? However, I've been literally challenged with having issues with my car, had a mechanic come out and replace the part, and thereafter, my vehicle won't crank. So, I'm like 38 hot. Like, what? What's really going on? And I say all that to say, like on today when I woke up, I literally felt exhausted from dealing with this issue with the car, not knowing what's going on with it. The mechanic is baffled, not knowing on, like, okay, Trey, what am I going to do now? Go to plan B. So that's what I'm working on. And in the midst of all of that, I knew tonight, along with Jessica, regardless of what we got going on, it's our duty. Jessica and I, we've partnered and we've made a commitment to show up for you all and let you all know that, girl, no matter what, it's your wake up call. You still got to wake up. You still got to show up, even in the midst. So on today, I literally took time out for myself. I did some self care. I went out to raise on the river, and of course, the river flows in the back of the restaurant. And I sat out there at least what 2.5, 3 hours. I took me a nap out there. I played cornhole out there. I took my shoes off. I took some pictures. So it was like a really good, great, awesome day. And I needed that because I felt mentally that I was getting overwhelmed. I felt bombarded with this crap that's going on with my car and the unknown as to what that's going to look like. But I showed up for myself. And, I want you guys to know, along with, Jessica, that we still got to show up. We still got to wake up. Waking up is important.
Yes. And I don't know why it got all. Oh, there it goes. Bad. It went away. So yes, just going back off of what Tracy says, doing a lot of things for yourself, such as hobbies, is part of self care. Sometimes just getting your mind away from the stress is gonna make your life a lot better than dwelling in it. Because once you sit on it, you behind, you ain't doing what you're supposed to. You done gained them 10 pounds that you worked for the whole month, all because you dwell on not doing the self care and worry about everybody. So the middle slide says choosing yourself is courageous. So saying yes to yourself means saying no to what drains you. Choosing yourself over people pleasing is one of the bravest acts of self love. Your needs matter and your voice matters. Your place matters. So speak up, stand strong, and choose you because no one's more important than yourself.
Yeah.
Then
And,
when oh
oftentimes,
sorry, go.
I'm sorry, Jessica, I didn't mean to cut you off. And,
Oh no,
as
I was just
women,
gonna say that on the last slide it just says that boundaries create your freedom. So your boundaries are gonna protect your peace. Wherever you say no is no, and that's it. But that was it. That was all I was gonna say.
yeah. And, that's one of my tagline: get free, be free, stay free. And it's nothing like having self-care and being free to do self-care no matter what, how hectic life becomes, how hectic the job becomes, how hectic running your business becomes, how hectic it is showing up for your man, your boo thing, however you identify with your man, your husband, your cup buddy, your fiance, whoever he may be, in order to show up, we got to take care of ourselves and always choose us on a daily basis, no matter what. And, sometimes, and, as a lady, myself and you, Jessica, you know how, when we get men and get in intimate relationships, we tend to let go of our friend girls and everything about that man, everything about, that dude. Been there, done that, and I've learned how important it is to still evolve, choose me first, choose myself first, choose my friend girls as well, and choose him. But oftentimes we get buoyed up, we get caught up in, we lose ourselves in that man. And then when he ditches out on us, or if it's not working out and we decide that, hey, together we're not a good, great fit, let's end it, candidly on a good, great note, a high frequency, good vibe. We still got to not lose ourselves. Choose, choose, choose ourselves. So, ladies, let me hear you say, choose me, choose me, choose me, choose me. It's imperative. And that's where you get your freedom. When you choose yourself and don't give a flying flip what nobody else says about how you choose you.
That's
What you think,
facts.
Jessica?
Yes, when you choose yourself, you get into like like I said, like you have the freedom to do, and when you find that peace, you don't want nothing else but that peace.
Absolutely. And the thing is,
So
working towards getting it, and then once you see it and you feel it internally, it's nothing like that internal peace. And any and everything that comes within our inner spirit and in our lives that we allow, and if it's disrupting our peace, we should be able to have the ability to say deuces and cut it off because we know what it's like to be at peace.
yes, so that falls along with recognizing your worth, because your value isn't determined by how much you can do for somebody. It's determined by how much you love yourself, how much you respect your time, and not because of what you can sacrifice for XYZ person. I know we get in that standpoint like, oh, I gotta be there for this person just because they're gonna be mad at me or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh well, all they can do is be mad, and then what? Just move on with
And
your
then
life.
what?
If you couldn't show up, whoop de doo. It is what it is.
Yeah, like Jessica said, then what? So what? They mad. That's their problem. It ain't mine. It ain't Jessica's. Friend girls, it ain't yours. You still got to wake up and recognize. Be on point. Stay on your A game, no matter what. You and choosing you and being free is not it's on the non-negotiable table. It ain't
Non-negotiable.
negotiable. It's not. So if you believe that it's a non-negotiable, we want us you to type down below non-negotiable and always choose you. So yeah, put in the chat non-negotiable. You're the prize. I'm the prize. Jessica the prize. And that goes along with, recognizing your worth, valuing yourself. Now, have I ever been in a situation where I did not value my worth? I did not know my worth? Hell yeah. Been there, done that, got a t-shirt for it. Have I allowed people to misuse me, abuse me financially, physically, emotionally, psychologically? Hell yeah. Been
Been
there, done
there.
that. Got a t-shirt for it. Jessica, do you have a t-shirt for it too?
Yeah, I got plenty of t-shirts. I got a sweatshirt, some shoes, and all types of. I got a whole wardrobe on that.
A whole wardrobe full. But now that we're operating and we're beginning to know more of our worth and what it looks like, then we begin to move differently, act differently. And Jessica and myself, we are here to help you guys navigate through understanding what worth and your value and feeling worthy looks like, feel like. We are here. We are a call away. We are a text message away on Facebook Messenger. We want to hear from you all. We want you to know that, girl, it's your wake up call and you're not in your situation alone.
Mhm.
You're not alone. Say with me, type below, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. You're not. And the next slide says, saying no is self respect. Every time you say no to something that drains you, you are saying yes to yourself. Declining requests that compromise your peace is not selfish. It is an act of radical self love and empowerment. And then it also says, prioritize your needs without guilt. Boy, do we have a tendency to carry on and pick up and operate in guilt. Friend girls, we letting that crap go. It's time out for guilt. But it says you cannot pour from an empty cup. Choosing yourself is not abandonment of others. It is the foundation that allows you to show up fully, fiercely, and unapologetically. So, friend girls, if you are operating in guilt, Jessica and I, we understand that. We get that. We feel that. We know of it. Been there, done that. However, in order to surpass the guilt, we got to recognize why we're feeling guilty. And then once we recognize it, operate out of knowing that it's okay to say no. Because oftentimes when we're feeling guilty, it's because we've set those boundaries and we've set parameters about our life and how we're going to do our life. So, if a friend girl said, come man, pull up, pull up. And if you're tired and if you say no and they're so used to you say yeah,
On the bed.
Yeah, oftentimes we can, take on that role of feeling guilt. Girlfriend, just say no, and
Just
no
listen
is a
to how that sounds. Someone mad because you can't pull up because you tired.
I know. And
They
people
mad
literally
because
get
they gotta
mad.
rely on you because you're tired.
And Jessica, they will get mad. They will be in their feelings, but you know what? Let them stay in their feelings. It's okay.
Let them move up the line of asking. You ain't gotta be the one they gotta ask. I promise you, they got a second in line of helping.
Don't they? Hey, they always do. But you know what? And Jessica, you can say the same. A real friend girl, your ride out chick, she gonna understand you tired. Her is tired, and her I catch up with you later and pull up later at another time.
Yes. And one of the last thing with the tips for holding the line is just to be consistent with your boundaries. You can't keep expecting somebody to agree with your boundary and you just keep being like, oh, well, it's okay if they treat me like that this time, or I can just do it this time. And then they're just going to expect the consistency of you showing up for them. So once you communicate that clearly, you don't owe nobody an apology. They should honor and respect what you want in your life. Everybody
A-
got their own life, so they're not gonna pick you over themselves. So why should you pick them over you? Period.
Absolutely. And that goes for the relationships that we share with literally everyone, whether it be our besties, what you call it, your BFF, your husband, your boyfriend, fiance, cut buddy, your girlfriend, your family members, literally everyone. We must continue or even start to operate and choose you boldly, fierce, courageously, unapologetically, and don't give a darn if they with it or not. That ain't your problem. Don't ever let it be your problem.
Hmm.
Not at all. So
And what that comes with is accountability. Like you can't keep saying why this could keep happening to you. You got to be like, I allowed it. You allowed
yeah,
it. What are you going to continue to allow in your life that you are in control of? So holding yourself accountable means owning your journey, recognizing your mistakes, not letting your mistakes define you, getting up and pushing through the day, because when you mess up, then you already know what don't work. So get up, get right. Mental health is not a luxury. You need it. So prioritizing your emotional well-being is an act of courage and self-respect, as we stated before. So we speak up as advocates for breaking the stigma and standing against bullying of all forms through this platform. That means
yes,
standing up for what you feel. If you feel like something's not right, say it. If something's wrong with your family, say it. Stop. What is it? We're brushing stuff under the rug. We too old for that. What you scared of because of what your family, your auntie, uncle who don't like
yeah,
you anyway think? I think not. So
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. And like Jessica said, having that accountability is definitely imperative because oftentimes it is so much easier to point the finger on someone else and say, oh, they made me do this. Oh, they made me act this way. Oh, it's because of them why I'm not taking care of myself the way that I should.
and
Stop.
we all been there. So it's not pointing no fingers. I've been there. I would be
Yeah,
like, oh, my baby daddy, oh, my mama, oh, my cousin when I was young, oh, someone spoke to me like this, and they just
yeah,
living their life, and I gotta deal with XYZ. But no, like I had to get over it. Like, bro, they don't care. They over there sipping margaritas, taking their vacations. They ain't thought one time about you, but you still
no.
worried about
They're in their two piece on the yacht, turned up, ain't thinking about what you holding on to. So yeah,
sipping on their Casamigos, still doing the same thing, different day. Just because
absolutely.
you hurt don't mean that they changed. Just because they said that they hurt you don't mean that they changed. So what you do is not saying that it's your fault that somebody made those decisions to hurt you, but at the end of the day, uh that had nothing to do with you. That's what they set out in their own personality. Don't let that change you because somebody hurt you. Don't change
Absolutely.
who you are. Don't dim your light, and don't be revengeful, because at the end of the day, you also have a choice to continue to let somebody, you know, continue to blame or heal. And
Yeah.
healing means forgiving. Healing doesn't mean setting blame all the time. Like, set that thing aside and live your life. Get you a hobby, get you a hustle, and let's get on. Let's get on with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the key is when we think in terms of liberation and soar into our unlimited possibilities, it does require accountability. Knowing what you want, friend girls, going after it and not stopping until you get what it is that you're wanting. And again, that goes back to the ideology of that is being a part of self care, taking care of you, reaching your mark, excelling to the degree that you want to excel, waking up every day, hitting that alarm and telling yourself, get up, get your butt up, get to moving, shake some things, move some things, because there are so much unlimited possibilities out here for us, friend girls. And in order to do that, we must take accountability. Have there been times when I've fallen? Yeah. But guess what? I got back up. I got back up, got in the game, and knew and know that even to this day, someone is awaiting on the sideline for me. So I don't really have a choice. I'm telling myself, and I want you to tell yourself, you got to show up. You got to show up even when you tore up from the flow up, even when you don't feel like showing up, even when you're tired, even when you're feeling not your best, you feel like you're not operating in your better, best version of yourself. Because guess what? At the beginning of the day, midday, end of the day, it ain't about you. It ain't about you. It's not about Tracy Nicole Smalls. It's not about Jessica. It is about strategically showing up and blessing someone and being an infinite blessing in the lives of someone else and that person, that tribe, that village that God has specifically appointed to you. That's key. So put that in your jewel box as of tonight when we think in terms of self care. It is about taking care of yourself and then showing up to be an infinite blessing in the lives of the tribe that God has called you to be assigned to. And once we decide that we're going to do that and show up, everything else literally falls into place. It just falls freely in place. So tell me, are you willing to wake up and answer to the call? Are you willing to wake up and answer to the call? Tell us, share below and let us know because we'd love to know. Because the thing is, we're in this fight together and we're going to be champions together. We are going to become warriors together. You know, we're taking all wins. In order to win, we got to be together.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's all about liberating one another, and that's why Jessica and I have decided to partner and create this platform to let you guys know that you're never alone. In whatever situation you're going through, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. If I haven't experienced it, Jessica probably have. We both have. But let me tell you something, friend girl. Somebody have been there, done that. Whatever you're going through, and we're here. We're in your corner. And we want you to put the highest bid on yourself and keep waking up. All righty. What was that, Jessica?
It was an applause. I didn't know if it worked or not.
Yeah. So yeah, applaud to you all for waking up to the call because girl, I mean, it's your wake up call. It's time to make it do what it do. And when I say make it do what it do, it means answering to your old self care regimen, whatever it looks like. And I always like to say, indulge in your self care regimen as many times as you can, as long as it's not bringing harm to yourself, your loved ones, the community at large, your fur baby. Indulge, indulge, indulge. And in fact, it's part of your mental health wellness. It is part of your mental health wellness, your regimen. When you indulge in self care, it enhances, it releases those good hormones called dopamine. We want to try and attempt to release as much of that healthier hormonal hormones, the dopamine, as much as we can, and reduce. reduce those stress hormones called cortisol. It's imperative. And in that way, we can operate and our nervous system could be at peace. It could feel at peace. It can be operating with a cognitive awareness and with a better emotional intelligence. So we can respond to life hiccups, to life situations in a much better fashion and a manner. And in order to do that, we should be regulated. And in order to be regulated and get regulation, then we got to indulge in self care. Are you saying something, Jessica? I can't hear you. Whoa. But yeah, we're about to wrap things up, guys. Can you hear me, Jessica? Can't hear you. I cannot hear you. Hello, hello. Okay, now I
I
can
think
hear
my
you. Are you
microphone
there?
died, but it's
Okay,
fine.
no problem.
So yeah, we're coming up to the end of our presentation here today, you guys. Just remember to love yourself. Affirmations are important. Here are a couple things that you can try within your own week. Set yourself a goal, actually do it and accomplish it. That's even self care. So just remember to wake up. This your life, and you are in control of your life.
Absolutely. And final comment, like Jessica said, and I'd like to elaborate as well. Girl, it's your wake up call. It's your life. Look you in the mirror and say every day, it's your life. It's your life. It's your life. Do what makes you happy, brings you peace and harmony in your life. And guess what? It does not ever have to be applicable or have logic to anyone else. So, girl, keep waking up because it is your call.
It
Wake
don't
up.
gotta make sense to nobody but you.
You. That's right. Thank you all for chiming in. See
Thank
you next
you. Thanks, Tracy. Have a good night.
time. You too. Thanks, everyone.